Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital worlds. Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. And this is a game that came out just a few minutes ago. It is September 12th, 2022. And this game is called Roadwarden. It's supposed to be a choose-your-own-venture sort of game. I don't really know anything else about it. OBS, I think, is working fine. Double-checking OBS a few times. We're good. Altering the wilderness too much or too quickly spurs animals to join forces to push away or devour their shared enemy, humankind. Such events are known as Wrath of the Herds, Animal Unions, or Nature's Furies. Can I use the controller? Not that I can. Oh, I have to hold the microphone with one hand, so this is why we're playing a game that doesn't require dexterity. Everyone knows to stay away from the wilderness. Most people would never risk a lonely journey. Road wardens not only accept this struggle, they embrace it. They deliver messages, assist merchants, burn human corpses, and if possible, get rid of the beasts and highwaymen. They live on the road, die young, or retire early. It's a dangerous job, but a respectable one, and it pays well. I leave the safety of the city walls. Please select the difficulty mode. This choice can't be altered later on. I assume it's per life. Casual. For those focused on the story, no time limits. I hate time limits. More cash at the start. Some quests are more forgiving. Standard, 40-day time limit. Regular rules. Restrictive, 30 days. Increased nighttime damage. We're just going to play normal because I just want to enjoy the story. The wall is still standing. There are no wolves around. No stench of blood. Good signs. This should be the place you're looking for. You were supposed to meet with a group of soldiers, but you hear no voices, no sounds of labor. The gate is ajar, but the camp isn't safe. It may keep away the goblins and pebblers, but not the beast folk, nor trolls, and the night is near. Your palfrey breathes heavily. It had a long day. Okay. I get off the horse and enter the camp briskly. Your heavy boots hit the ground, and the pain of the long ride finally catches up to you. You stretch out, bringing your back and legs comfort. All you want now is a table, a decent chair, a nice mug of beer, and some warm stew. With any luck, your axe won't be needed here. Take care of yourself. If you're hurt or exhausted, some actions won't be available to you. The weaker you are, the higher the chance you'll die in combat. What? What? I'm already damaged? Is this real time, or do I have plenty of time to make decisions? How do I? Determined not to have to use the mouse. Pad thing. I approach the gate, ready to walk in. If it's a military camp, it doesn't look the part. A plenty of wasted space. The fire pit is cold. 2 people are sitting at the table. Tired and disheartened, they're looking in different directions, paying no attention to one another. One of them is holding a cup. I think it was already selected. Fine, I'll use the mouse pad. Be nice if I could see where my mouse was. It takes them a few breaths to glance in your direction. The first person greets you with a wave of his hand. There are bags under his eyes. His beard is messy despite his simple shirt. He's wearing durable, decent boots. Also, I think this game is randomized, but I could be wrong. A mace with a head covered in iron hangs at his side, but he doesn't reach for it. Okay. I would like to make it easier to select things. And if you're going to force me to use a mouse, I would like to be able to see the mouse, instead of just gauging it on when this lights up. Okay, I'm going to hit this one button so I can actually see where my mouse is. And take a look at the second soul. Just like you, she's wearing a gambeson, but hers is a little bit loose, as if she took it off a corpse. Her head is shaven, as if she's protecting herself from flesh-eating bugs. Her eyes are weary, yet kind. She smiles. Considering the squad was sent here half a year ago, these two sure look the part. Though here should be more of them. 8, you believe. Trying to use the controller. So don't. This is fine. I'm just annoyed with it. Okay, could I please be able to see my mouse? Why does it only show me the mouse when I hit the Windows button? Ask about the lieutenant. You wonder how to phrase your question. Whenever you meet new people, you can influence how they perceive you by selecting one of the attitudes. Okay, I think the D-pad's gonna be better than the analog stick for that. Vulnerable, be sad, tired, afraid, or hopeless. Nope. Intimidating, hint at a threat. Distance, hide your emotions. Playful, use a joke or a witty comment. Friendly, be supportive and cordial. 8. I will go with friendly. I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk a bit? Okay, I'm at least better at not being dumb at how to use controls. The woman lets out a loud sigh, dusts off her gambeson, and steps toward you. She pays little attention to the sword at her side. We most definitely can, you and I. Though holding this rank is still somewhat new to me. Are you a messenger? Did you lose your mount? She observes you with curiosity. Or are you looking for help? Go over the... I'm trying! Why is the UI so difficult? Trying to select... I am being very, very mean to my D-pad right now. Come on! How do I get... Just rubbing my finger on my mouse pad, hoping that a dialogue choice highlights... There we go. I'm your new Roadwarden. My horse is waiting outside. Really? The soldier in the shirt leans forward. That explains how you got here in one piece all by yourself. Better bring your beast here, adds the lieutenant. We have no hay, but I bet it dreams of dropping its saddle. A long pause. I'm Tulia, by the way. She reaches out her hand. My options are I shake her hand and then go I'm, or it may be a trap. I gesture for her to stop pretending to be embarrassed. I should wash myself first, but you can call me. No, we'll shake her hand. D-pad, work for me. We'll just go with default. I mean, you already have the first starting letter correct. So, just... there. Lunar. Her grasp is confident. The shake is slight. Just keep your horse away from the tents. She steps away. We don't need to smell its dung. Ah, there's this one issue. The soldier in the shirt also rises to his feet. We've no tent to spare. You'll have to use a blanket or something. Can't I just share? They're not that small of a tent. As I struggle to open a thing of apple cider with one hand. Yes, I have the middle to pinky finger inside the part holding it. I'm trying to untwist the cap with my... there we go. I could have just put down the microphone, but no. No problem. I enjoy observing the stars. I will be friendlier. If I can ever pick friendly options. D-pad! Go over there! Okay, I may need to use the mouse pad for certain things. Okay, okay. One, the analog stick's pretty much impossible to fucking use. D-pad is a... sometimes, maybe, I don't know. The mouse... I only get to see the mouse when I push the Windows button. So I have to just wiggle it, or I just have to rub, in small circles until I see something light up. No problem, I enjoy observing the stars. You walk through the gate. Your mount looks around and snorts anxiously. Not many humans could ride a horse. It's not only taller than you, but also bulky, as heavy as it is strong. You get in the saddle within a single breath, but most people wouldn't know where to even begin. From every side, it's a wall of flesh. Horses were brought to the Dragon Woods from the conquests in the south. They can trot for a long time, but won't outrun some of the local monsters. Your palfrey needs you to survive, but without it, you too would be lost. It's my only companion here. I want it to feel at ease. Or, I don't care how it feels, but I need it to be strong if I wanted to travel, and I can't afford another one. How about I not be a dick? It takes a few steps toward you, scolding you with why? Why would the horse... whatever. I don't understand. You scratch the bottom of his neck. With strength and confidence, just the way it likes it. At least we used the word scratch instead of stroke. But now that I've put that idea in everyone's heads, you're welcome. Humans see useful animals and even pets as monsters in disguise. Getting emotionally attached to them is believed to lead humans to their doom. But you know that horses need companionship, I speak gently to it and lead it to the camp. You end up next to the fire pit. Removing the saddle makes the horse nicker with relief. You take a couple minutes to examine its back, just in case. While the riding equipment is not that heavy for such a strong animal, with enough time it starts to chafe. You wish it had something better to eat than its shabby grass. You should look for an inn. I need to unpack. Whoa! What is this? You haven't brought many things, and you lost one of your sacks while fleeing the Crimson Corpse Eaters. Worst of all, you have no rope left. But maybe the soldiers could share one. Shouldn't cost more than one dragon bone. Okay. Very weird currency. But, okay, we'll work with it. Aside from the travel set, you own a few valuable possessions, essential for your trade. So, I can pick one of 3 classes, or I can get more information. I can figure that out. I've played Dungeons & Dragons at some point in the past. Fighter. I spent my savings on decent combat equipment. I have a fine gambeson, an axe made of steel, and a reliable crossbow with quarrels. Mage. I have talismans that help me use my powers, as well as an iron axe and a worn gambeson. Scholar. I carry writing instruments and alchemical ingredients, as well as an iron axe and worn gambeson and healing. I feel like fighter would be the most useful right now, at least for a newcomer to this game, so we'll just go with that. You unpack and inspect your belongings. Your water skin isn't pierced, the spare clothes are still here, and just in case you take a lot of your wooden bowl, mug, cape, tinderbox, bandages, food rations, knife, nothing special or too cumbersome. From time to time, your routine helps you avoid mistakes, but this doesn't make it any more exciting. I return to the soldiers. They're at the table again, observing your beast and chatting between themselves. Your stomach growls at the sight of them eating out of wooden bowls. One more bowl was put at a previously unused end of the table. You can sit down on a tree log. I join them and take a look at the meal. I thank them for the meal, but I don't want to eat with them. I sit down and ask Tulia what she can tell me about this area. I completely ignore the area and sit down and speak to Tulia. I will join them and eat. Keeping your stomach full. Oh, I have so many gauges I need to keep track of. No. Will make you stronger. Starvation will allow you to restore vitality while resting. You can find your supplies in the inventory. It's cold gruel, the meal eaten in times of hardship. This specific bowl was filled with water, hog millet, and some strange-looking cereals and blueberries. Welcoming you with a meal, even a humble one, is beyond their duty. Soldiers live with and for their companions, constantly on the move from one part of the realm to another, making sacrifices to protect their group as they face dozens of hideous creatures. Their lives are filled with discipline, hardship, and camaraderie. Right, it will actually be that thing I mispronounced as, given what we're eating. Roadwardens, on the other hand, learn how to work by themselves. They seldom engage in open combat, patrolling the same roads for years. They help the settlements stay in touch, but also maintain commerce, settle down, forge friendships. When there are no laws to follow, they use their own judgment. Different responsibilities, different lifestyles. I eat quickly, not focusing on the taste, then speak with Tulia. She's focused and chooses her words carefully. She looks away only when she gathers her thoughts. I'm afraid I can tell you less than I would like to, and less than I should. She nods toward the other soldier. As you can see, there's not a lot of us left. At the beginning of the summer, there was 8 of us, including our previous lieutenant. 5 are dead. 1 has run away in tears. We're also strangers in this land, adds her companion. Any piece of information may help me do my job. The man leans forward. His legs shake nervously. He sounds like a kid asking a bard to sing one more story, tell a joke, or do a magic trick, whatever it takes to escape from boredom. His untrimmed beard hides a much younger face than you originally thought. What did the officials tell you? I expect not that much. No soul governs these lands. Okay, my options are... The top one I feel is best. I share what I consider to be relevant. You tell the soldiers how little guidance you received, since this area is too far away from Havlon to keep it under control. You are warned that it's untamed and unknown. He knows how many villages, bandits, or monsters may be found in these unmapped hills and forests. From time to time, new people come here to look for boundless opportunities. Most of them never return. Do they turn into walking corpses, or find what they're looking for? No soul could tell me, so I was looking for your guidance. Lots of options. The lieutenant drinks from her cup and crosses her leg. Ankle on knee, seeing her chair makes you doubt she'll ever find a comfortable position. It is hard to find a comfortable sitting position. Where should we start? What should I know about the... We all know how I was going to mispronounce that. I'll tell you what I know, and you'll be the judge, says the lieutenant. How long did it take you to get here from the city? On a decent palfrey, I'd guess it would be 3-4 days. When you confirm, she continues. From here, you can reach the coast about a day. As long as you don't make any stops. Do you know the situation? Why no ships can get here? You nod. The sea route allows Havlavan officials to keep in touch with coastal villages, collect taxes, move soldiers, collect lumber, deliver tools. But maintaining order on a wild coast such as this one is like filling the ocean depths with coins. Because of the rocks, you can hardly stop a ship 5 miles from the shore, and boats can't get much closer. She nods. I don't know much about fishing, but there's not that many people living by the shore, and they don't crave to stay in touch with the city folk. As she pauses, her companion carries on. No soul from the north ever came to the camp, but when we travel to the roadside inn, Pelt of the North, they're happy to trade and to play dice. Why not just stay at one of the settlements? The man clears his throat. I mean, you know, we're to guard this road. The camp is our post. And well, he turns toward Tulia. She lowers her voice. Don't take it the wrong way, Lunar, but are you a devout soul? I don't know anything about the belief systems of your world, people. Oh, by the way, are you guys... This is a lot of reading. Like most city folk, I believe that people should unite their strength to overcome the threats of nature and dark magic. Everyone will be judged for both good and evil deeds. I am part of the United Church. Or, for many years I've supported a monastery that does its best to advance mankind's spiritual growth. Artistry, herbalism, magical research. I follow the teaching of an order of truth. There better not be a fucking order of LARPL anywhere. Keep making references to analog horror. Anyone ever watch that video that Markiplier did? That was pretty interesting. I'm from a small village. For me, the freedom of shell, pneuma, and soul are the main virtues of life. My community is unique and independent, and so its members. I have a place in my fellowship. Or, I have a strong connection to nature and the spirits, and follow the path of my ancestors. Some of my beliefs may be considered sinister and treacherous by the city folk. You'd probably call me a pagan. Next one. There's no evidence of the Wrights. What the Wright? What, the Wright brothers? The people who, like, invented planes? Are we talking about... Are we talking about the Wright brothers? It says the Wrights. So are we, Are we talking about Wilbur and Orville Wright? The people who made the airplane? Because they were definitely real, even though that was like well over 100 years ago. That was like before I was born by a long distance. Okay, there's no evidence that planes exist, and all the mystical tales are explained by magic. I don't really like any of these answers. Great, I had to make a decision and I don't know how. I feel like the second option would be the most interesting, but I'm just a fighter, so I'm not really a scholar or a mage. So it's kind of weird. I'm studying at a place that teaches magic when I don't know magic. All the more reason to pick it. Oh, I see. She hesitantly looks away. I don't know much about that river of faith, but I'm sure we're not that different. I'm a Unite myself, she says with a sort of pride in her voice, so she follows the United Church. Oh, so if I had picked that, everyone would have been more my friend. Can you... So what's up? The people here are disquieted. What do you mean in this context? Every few words, she taps the table with her finger. Their traditions won't help them negotiate with the officials here. She starts to draw lines with her index finger, as if she's pointing at an invisible map. The peninsula is connected with roads, like a big circle. In the northwest, you'll find a weird village in a bog. It's not exactly pagan, I don't think so. It even has a priest who claims to be an eremite. You nod. She means a fellowship. They do crazy shit, her companion chipped in. They use the dead to cut down trees and dig in soil. Once I saw it, I begged never return there. Gotta try to figure out where the mouse is. Trying to avoid having to push the Windows button. Where's the mouse? It's such a tiny bit of dialogue. That took way too long. You've heard the tales, such as this one, since you were a child. If an isolated settlement manages to survive without a city's influence, its customs and traditions grow more and more alien. Every generation learns how to adapt to the dangerous conditions they have to deal with, and the rustic pagan traditions muddy their river of faith. The United Church often warns its members about the crazy druids, necromancers and blood mages, the bringers of doom, the traitors to mankind. Were you able to speak with these necromancers? And how about the East? Any monster worth mentioning? Anything I could catch my mount? That's all I need. We saw all sorts of beasts, the man started to count on his fingers. Goblins, tree ants, cats large and small, runners, howlers, wolves, spiked boars, mouflon, let's say muffin, eaters, griffins, but we managed to stay away. Some could catch up with most mounts. Tulia glances at her companion. Though a palfrey should be fine. The trees are so tall that the flying creatures keep to the coast and mountains. There's not many humans around, and the animals are busy fighting amongst themselves. They fight more for food than territory. The soldier cracks his knuckles. Don't provoke them and ride fast. Just count on luck. That's all I need to know. So much talking. I lost my rope. Can you spare one? You're in luck. She heads toward one of the crates and moves aside a large linen sack, revealing a rope. She brings it back and nonchalantly sits down on her chair. Take it. I was planning to leave it behind. I will offer you some food in return, because I already ate some of your food too. Tuli leans forward and rests her arms before his thighs, looking down with clasped hands and meets your eyes. I normally refuse, but we need some decent food. Every day I'm searching through our groats, looking for worms and putridity. We forage, but it's not a bad spot. Some food rations will brighten up a foggy day. For now, you leave the rope on the table. Any idea what happened to your previous Roadwarden? The lieutenant looks in your eyes. You know, the usual, making the roads safe, keeping people alive. I explained that it may be important for me to know what they had tried to accomplish. I can't really tell you. Let's just say it would have been nice to have a reliable outpost somewhere nearby. A place where you can always find a group of fighters willing to protect you in the name of the law. She tilts her head back. Now, if you have any other questions. Tulia takes a deep breath. Aren't you a bit late for a rescue mission? We haven't heard from him for almost half a year. The soldiers speak for a bit between themselves, trying to get their stories straight. They confirmed that he had stopped by their camp a few times, but stopped showing up at all during the early summer. The bearded soldier starts to scratch the table with the tip of his knife without looking at you. I don't remember his voice. Always busy, drowning in things to take care of. He would sit somewhere, sharpen his sword, fix his loud mail, clean clothes, write notes on that wax tablet of his. Yep, and leave at dawn. Unlike us, Asterion never gets bored. Tulia lets out a joyless chuckle. He's secretive, but some of the locals speak about him warmly. Maybe he just doesn't like us. Sounds like you're not sure if he's dead or not. There's got to be an option to make it where I can see my mouse. Oh my god. Windows button it is. If anyone knows, they won't tell us. Maybe someone is keeping him in a basement. The man carves with passion. We haven't seen him or his Saurian. Something ate them, I bet. The officials have hired you, right? They don't expect him to return. Richer Roadwardens often use four-legged, meat-eating Saurons as their mounts. They have to be tamed and trained since hatching, but unlike horses, can easily defend themselves from many monsters. At least your palfrey is fast and reliable, and won't suddenly sink its teeth into an innocent passerby. Do you know what he's looking for? Maybe he left you a message. Neither one of us had any insight into his dealings, says Tulia. My predecessor left me no clues. We also took a look at Asterion's stuff. Wait! She raised her open palm. I almost forgot. She stands up and heads to a nearby tent. He has kids in a village near Havlavan. I was planning to take all his things there. A pouch, a second spear, a decent bow, some potions, quite a treasure. She grunts to you, but I would much prefer to bring them the truth about their father. So you mean to find out what happened to him in exchange for his stuff? Here's the catch. She dusts off the hilt of her sword. We've hired a messenger to ask the commanders for further orders. Since she hasn't returned and you know nothing about her, she either ran away or something happened to her. She sighs with resignation. We are meant to stay here until fall. What do you think? Come see us. Tell us what you learned about the man, and we'll get back to Hovlavon together. You think about your real mission? You were planning to return to Hovlavon in early fall anyway. If he's alive, I don't think he's going to be happy about me taking away all of his possessions. True, but he's considered dead. I don't know to spare you anything. And who knows? You may just find his shell lying on the roadside tomorrow. He wears a mail, uses a spear mostly. Maybe 5 feet tall, but stout. Long red beard, short hair, pale face, rarely smiles. She glances at her companion, but after he adds nothing. She sits down and stretches out her legs. So find out what happened to him, dead or alive, left. Just let me know. I will make a save. Just in case. I don't feel like talking about it the rest of the stuff. Are you sure? Says the bearded man. We may not be around. I don't know. I'm gonna call this a video for now. I did a save. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys actually care about like how she became lieutenant and stuff, or if I should just like march out there into the wilderness. Anyway, later everybody. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, as I think I'm just very sleepy. Bye everybody. Is it gonna load? Try to put the did it not. Windows button. Okay.